Yeah, you forgot one really important step. Requires that file. This particular module will get that file from the particular URL and will pass it to LinkedIn. Now let's check LinkedIn once again. If I cancel this, if I go here again, see what happened. It was asking me the file and the file name, the file data and the file name. Now it is automatically taking that file from this particular HTTP module. Right? This is how well the whole platform is working in a seamless way. So we just had to connect, get a file module, download file from the given URL, and now it is automatically will be uploaded on LinkedIn. Apart from that, we have to map the content, pretty straightforward. Column D for LinkedIn coming in here, and a couple of more settings which LinkedIn provide. Do you want post to be uh, publicly visible or only to your connection, only to logged in members? That is one thing. Post, where should this should go, on main feed or somewhere else? And then do you want to disable the reshare? So you can also control those things. So let's simply click save on this and your work will be done. Okay, let me check if my connection is right. Okay, this is my connection over here. And then that's it. You simply click save and your post will model will be good. Are we good? Have we built the whole automation scenario? Guys, quickly. Many are saying yes. You guys are wrong, yeah. You forgot one really important step. Yes, everyone says no. You are right because you listened it carefully. You remember what has to be, what we should do, right? We have to change the status of this post to something called posting done. Okay, what if we forget this step? What will happen? If we don't change the status over here, create a post, it will keep on creating the same post again and again and again in every next run on our LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And that's not good, right? That's not intended as such. So we should change the post status as well. So let's come here. Let's again search for Google Sheets, update a row, choose the sheet or the spreadsheet particularly. Perfect. I'll have to go for the same folder structure, growth school. I'll have to go for the folder, the particular file selection, and then sheet and update values. So sheet is here, content 24 May. Raw number is going to come from first module. You all know already. And then I don't need to update any of these lines up to column A, B, C, D, E. They by default, all of them have the respective values from the first route, from the generate content. What we have to update is something called controller. And here we'll say posting done. Right? That's it. It is that straightforward and we are good to go. Okay. So here we are. Now, this whole flow is completed. If we have something called generate content, it's going to follow this particular route. If we have create post, it's going to follow this particular route. And then it will create post on all of these platforms. It will update the raw status as well that posting is done. Okay, now let's try and run this module, run this whole scenario, and let's see what it does. See, it is moving to route number 2, create a post. It created Facebook post for us. Here is the post ID. Now it is creating Instagram post. Done. Here is the post ID. It created LinkedIn post as well. Here is the post ID. And finally, updated status back into Google Sheets. See here, the posting is done. Let's check what happened actually on our respective different platforms. If I refresh, perfect. Okay, one like also came. You guys are really fast. Who liked it? We should at least applaud for him. 2 likes. Okay, Prathamesh, Elite. Thank you very much, guys. That shows your enthusiasm and how much value you're getting from this session. Okay, so just 27 seconds ago, we posted this thing. The image as well as content came out. Let's go on Facebook. Let's check out what happened on Facebook as well. Perfect. This, oh, not on Facebook. Why not? Okay. Let's scroll down. Perfect. Our ice cream thing, 1 minute ago, the post is done along with hashtags, everything. One like here as well. Who's the winner? Okay. Okay, nice. You are so fast. And let's go here and let's check. the post and activities. Let's refresh. Okay, here is our post. 4 like, 1 comment. Amazing, guys. You're super fast. Sayed, thank you very much. Nice. So see here, this is how, and you would wonder, like, we did one basic example. Many of you would have some questions. Okay, we are creating this. We could have done this with ChatGPT also, with this, that. This is not a perfect use case. Guys, why we covered this particular use case is to give you exposure to these kind of automation things, these kind of automation platform. Now I'm going to show you what is actual automation, and that will surely blow your mind. Like what actually automation is called. Okay, so be seated tightly. I'll show you some real examples of automation. So these are the number of clients that we are managing on make.com kind of platform. If I go to one of the client account and see here, this is one of the product delivery flow which we created, and we created more than 300 automation scenarios for them. But what is automation called? See now. Let it load. Perfect. This big giant flow, what it does, it deliver the digital product to end customer. Earlier, this whole process involved 2 full-time headcount, and now it is fully automated. No one has to do anything. As soon as there is a lead comes into CRM, that becomes a deal. That whole flow works. It has multiple like checkpoints, other things in Google Sheets, some sort of client creation. Then it goes through the whole process. Microsoft Teams is added over here. Then we have Outlook, we have Google Drive, we have many APIs over here. It's scary, Anant. It's really scary. This kind of a full length API call for WhatsApp messages. Then we have furthermore things about Facebook conversion API. And this can be any use case. I can show you 100 more such automation workflows which are really complex and adding real value to the businesses, right? But why we did the basic one? So you can understand what is the power, like what is automation at all, right? What all basic things can be done. It's as good as when you start driving a car, you put it on first gear, right? Or second gear. You don't go to third, fourth, fifth gear at the same time. So that was the first and second gear, and this is the fifth or sixth gear, I would say. So once you're well versed, once you know how to drive a car, you can do anything, right? So I hope you liked this whole session, and now I think we can jump to question answer, or I would like Funny to come and just join me. So Funny, any thoughts, any questions?
Oh, this was absolutely amazing. I think the way you kind of broke it down for everyone, I was seeing the chat messages all throughout. We had a lot of non-technical people, but I
Mm,
think everyone really understood how they can get started with creating automations on their own. Manish, what we will do is before we get into the Q&A, let's give everybody a 5-minute breathing break.
yes,
And this time can also be used for people to collect their thoughts and also put in questions on the form, right? So, folks,
absolutely.
what I will do is I'll share the form link once again. I think it's a different form that you have shared, Manish, which said 18th May.
Oh, sorry. I think I did for last session. One sec. Let me.
Yeah. Folks, the Q&A form link is on the chat. You have all been asking some amazing questions. Please do post the questions in the form. And what I will do is I'll play a quick 5-minute timer. Let all of you get up from your seats, stretch yourselves out because I know that this was very intense for you to learn and observe. There are a lot of resources that we have kind of planned as well, which I'll talk about after this Q&A kind of gets over. And then we have another 30-minute session on how can you use all of these skills to be able to monetize. It's going to be super helpful for you as a conclusion to this entire mastermind, right? So the whole day will end at 7 p.m. IST. We will do a recap and all of that, but please get up from your seats, take a break, and come back. Right? Manish, can I just share my screen and
Yeah,
play a
absolutely.
timer? Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'll just do that.
Sure.
Wonderful. Folks, take a 5-minute break and come back. And I'll play some music and let all of you know when we get started again.
just getting started. Keep up the great work. We're gonna take a quick break. For now, take five. For now, 5 minute break. 5 minute break. 5 minute break. Then we start back up. For now, take five. For now.
Back on the chat and we will get started with the Q&A. I hope all of you were able to get up. I hope all of you were able to refresh yourselves and come back. Wonderful. So we'll do the Q&A right now and then we will get into all of the bonuses that we have for everybody and then how can you actually monetize all of the skills that you have learned. Manish, I think we can get started with the Q&A now.
Absolutely funny. So by the time I think we got more than 600 questions from you guys, and what I did is like I took help from AI, particularly Cloud, to help me deduplicate the questions. We can merge the relevant ones, and that will save all of our time. Okay, so couple of questions from getting started in learning resources. Main question: could you guide a student basic understanding of where to start? Okay. AI skills. I think Funny can better answer that later on after my things is over. So where you can learn things and where you can get started with your career or maybe with more alignment towards AI and automation. What is the roadmap for automation? Funny can answer that. Practice step by step. Notes and recording. Funny
I
can
will
answer.
help them with the details
Yeah.
of that. Yes.
Make platform. Okay. What are the make best use cases? Share do's and don'ts. I think we already discussed at the start of the session when we were doing theory part, and we did the whole make.com walkthrough as well. Education research purpose, absolutely you can use that. How long will I have access to make.com? You can have for lifetime, forever. So it gives you 1000 operations for free for lifetime. You don't have to attach any card or any payment method. But in case if you wanted to go for paid plan, you can simply go with that. Does make have loading issues? Absolutely no. It's working seamless. Almost 1 million organizations across globe are using Make at this point. So no such issues at all. Why doesn't Make is popular as ChatGPT? There are, see, GPT, like how we have many tools and AI as well, right? ChatGPT, Cloud A, and Perplexity and all. Same way in case of no code, low code, there is a good plenty number of tools available, and Make is one of them. So we found it like most user friendly, most starter friendly, and that's why I came up with this one. Otherwise, you can go with N10 once you're pro with Make or these kind of automation. You can go with another popular tool called Zapier. It's all your choice, but yeah, many tools are there. How to operation counter track? I already explained that. Do we have to per task per day API as well? How many operations demonstrated automation use? I think I asked you this question. How many of operation will be consumed? How many tasks are there? So on this particular route, we are consuming 4 tasks. And here in this case, we are using 6 tasks. So in this whole flow, the automation consumes about 10 tasks to create content and to post that content on all these social media. So imagine like within 1000 free operation, still you can create 100 posts across the month. And that means like almost what? 3 posts a day, free of cost. You don't have to pay anything to Make. Error handling, Make got good error handling within the modules, within the connections. But still, if there is any error comes in, it will going to notify you on your email. Plus, along with this, on each of these modules, if you right click on them, there is something called add error handler. Right? So click on this and you can use break as error handler. Right. So this is going to reattempt the automation and then will try to resolve issues itself. Okay. Try, catch, stop, infinite loop in automation. I think these are little user specific or usage specific questions, which I don't want to cover now. Authentication failed during execution, it's going to return you error and email will come to you. API integration and technical questions. What if software doesn't have an open API? Okay, so first of all, you should always check if your software has API available or not. Second is there a documentation? What is the pricing? How we can access that? If it doesn't have open API, then you can simply go with or just talk to their support team. Ask if they can provide you API keys, they can provide you APIs, and if they can, go with that. How to use custom API not found in default list. Again, the software support can help you, like specific software use case can be covered. Do we need multiple unique API for each task in workflow? No. So one particular task will require one sort of API. See here, this task is performing search to get data. This will require search API versus this one is doing update. So it's an update API, right? Update endpoint. This one again is doing the same thing. So these two will go with the same API case, and this one will go with a different one, right? So depend upon your use case, the APIs will be used, right? How to connect data software like Tally? Okay, so Tally is the accounting system, if I am not getting wrong. Tally is the accounting system, and that accounting system does not have APIs available, or at least REST API which can connect with Make as such. So either you can still go with like Tally cloud version or something. Just talk to Tally support team if they can provide APIs. Nothing like that. They'll be good. OpenAI ChatGPT. How a token calculated? What are the cost? I'll show you something. Let me go back from here. On each of these run, see, we did these runs on 24th May, right? Just before 15-20 minutes when we were doing this whole posting part. And let's see how much or how many token this consumed. I shown you a token calculation as well, right? See here. This is the output of first module, which is ChatGPT, which is going to generate content for this ice cream shop and everything. Here it says usage, and it used 636 tokens in total, right? If you calculate the cost of this, it will come less than 1 paisa, not 1 rupees, 1 paisa, 100th of, or within 1 rupee, you can generate more than 200 such content, right? How is that possible? So if you go to that OpenAI pricing part, that costs like 1 million token cost you only 8 rupees, and then do the mathematics over there. You'll find it is less than half a paisa, right? So it is that economical. Can we use custom GPTs we created? Absolutely no, inside these automation workflow. But if you go to, I'll show you something. On this API interface of ChatGPT or OpenAI, there's something called dashboard. If you click on this, then you will find something called assistants. And these assistants actually have capabilities similar to custom GPT. So you can create a custom GPT or kind of a custom assistant over here, which works on API. So you can give it name, give them system instruction, choose the model. You can also add files, and then it can work on the specific knowledge. It can work on specific instructions. So that's how custom GPTs can do help with this whole thing. Which OpenAI module we should use? I think we already discussed in the whole class. Grok or something. Yes, you can use Grok or other things as well. Cloud is there, Grok is there. Many different AIs are also already available inside make.com. GPT Pro, obviously no. So GPT Pro or any other plan will work only on the UI. They do not have anything to do with APIs. I briefed that earlier. Security and credentials, where the authentication credentials are saved. So they are all saved inside make.com, their own servers in encrypted form. So you don't have to worry about this credentials thing. And they are not even like getting your credentials as user ID password. It's all the API key or some sort of authentication token, which is getting stored there. And as we discussed earlier, Make or Zapier or like Microsoft Power Automate, these are very large scale companies, and they follow GDPR, they follow HIPAA compliances, which are way more advanced and stringent rules. So even if they break something, they may have to pay a fine of $5 million, $10 million, right? Or maybe their business get just completely shut down from that particular country. So they are very stringent about this data security or these account securities. So not to worry about that at all. They have system in place. Safe way to share details files through make.com. Yes, I'll show you something. So in case of Make, if you go here inside a diagram or inside this workflow, there is a setting available which says, see on this bottom of this one, scenario settings. Here you can say data is confidential. By default, it is no, but you can make it yes. And if you do that, in this case, it will say Make is not going to log any of your data. As soon as the data is floating through all these modules, it will be deleted immediately from Make servers, right? So this is how you can even have better control on this whole data flow as such. Okay, any security threats? Absolutely no. Social media automation, 3 types of content, how to create 3 different posts. We can do many things, all depend upon use cases, pattern guidelines, prompt, everything you can define as per your own use case, and it can do whatever you want. Okay, I think again, these are specific to platforms, how to post selectively to specific platform. Depend upon, you can simply cut down, you can have only one particular thing over here. So instead of having LinkedIn, Facebook, what I can do is I can cut it down from here and I can add this as another level to this route. See what happens now. If you select post only on LinkedIn, this will go only on LinkedIn, only Facebook, only Instagram, right? So depend upon what kind of routing you do, how you structure a whole automation workflow, but you can do anything as per your requirement. I hope that's clear. WhatsApp, absolutely you can use, but only WhatsApp business, official WhatsApp can be used over here by default. So if I click on, let's say WhatsApp here, see, it has, it can trigger when a new message is arrived or received. It can also send message, template message, media, and many things. But it requires the official API. In case if you wanted to use any Jugaad WhatsApp or some sort of arrangement WhatsApp, then you can go for these services like D7 WhatsApp, Green API, and so on. Not reliable as such, human number may also get blocked, but yeah. Multi-account management, you can connect multiple accounts inside Make. So even if, let's say this Google account, for example, see here, I have connected various different multiple accounts. They are coming from different people as such, right? So you can connect any number of accounts you want, and you can use them as per your requirement on the models. Okay, then we have same with Facebook. You can connect multiple accounts on Facebook as well. See here, many of my client accounts are also connected. It says Corbett and Esteen and so on, right? So this is how you can do things over there. AI tool integration. Yes, you can use Leonardo, you can use Midjourney, Runway, or anything else instead of GPT. So yeah, that can be done. Add those modules and that will be done. Grok can also be used. LLMs are fine. Industry specific. Can we build complete sales automation? Yes, you can do that. Many CRMs available, lead scoring, lead scrapping, many things can be done. The only stuff is you should define your whole flow like this. The planning of the entire automation. What do you want it to do? What is the tech stack available or you want to use? How do you want to define the rules? So this document is clear, or I shown you the process from Miro chart, right? Miro, this one. So if you can build this kind of a whole flow chart, the whole automation workflow, then you can achieve anything inside these automation platform. Okay, computer analysis. These are, I think, again, use cases which can be covered. Can we use Make in CI/CD pipelines? Yes, DevOps, you can use that. There are a couple of apps available, even Azure or some other things. AWS is there, you can use over there. How to use AI in production support, site reliability engineering. Again, a specific use case, you have to define tools and the flow. Automate web testing, you can do. Figma designs can be done. Figma is also one of the apps available inside Make. How to use AI in civil engineering. Again, multiple use, HR, cybersecurity. Define the process, you can achieve anything. Data management, fetch network. NAS, I'm not sure if they are API connected, you can fetch information from there, or you can connect them to the cloud storage, and from cloud storage like Google Drive, OneDrive, from there you can reconnect them to Mac. So that can be done. Excel spreadsheet from local desktop. No, I'll tell you something. This is interesting question. So far we were using Google Sheets over here, but if you click on this, if you wanted to use Excel, simply goes, and this is called Microsoft Excel 365, right? Now in this case, this should be Excel 365, not the 2007, 2013. Those versions are not going to work. Excel can work, which has APIs or cloud storage. Specific integration, Google Drive, Trash, Python, most of things can be done. Advanced automation concepts, again, automation and AI agent difference. I think these are, again, pretty much basic regular questions, nothing related to Make or this session as such. Can you do food ordering on Zomato and Swiggy? I think you should do better on your mobile app instead of doing it automation. Otherwise, you'll be surprised what to eat. Content creation, can we automate video creation for YouTube? Yes, you can do that. Reels creation can be done. Oh, why it's running now? Wait. Mobile local usage, can this be used? It's a web-based application. You can use on mobile as well. It's not downloadable on personal computer. It works on cloud on these kind of browser windows. So you have to use on Chrome kind of things. JSON, what is JSON? JSON is a little, I'll show you something here. What is JSON? So when we say we have to get output into JSON format, right? One sec, I'll mute funny. Okay, perfect. See guys, so when we say we defined JSON structure over here, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, what it does is when we map this data inside this Google Sheet, update raw, the JSON help us to get this whole data divided into this kind of a mappable parameters, be it Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn. If we say give it direct text output, it may give us everything into a well-structured paragraph, not individual segment, not individual